our channel Home of Programming. In this video, we are going to see about how to design a web page with HTML. Before getting into the session, if you have not subscribed to our channel, kindly subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you will get instant updates about our channel. With no further delay, let's start the session. Yes. First of all, what is meant by HTML? To be brief, we can expand it as Hypertext Markup Language. Here, look at the terms hypertext, which is any text which is clickable can be known as hypertext, which means a text that navigates you to some other pages or some other destination is called hypertext. Simply it is a linkable text. And then the term markup language. Yes, HTML is hypertext markup language. Markup languages are those languages which is having its coding in the form of tags. So HTML is also one of such languages. This is a brief intro about HTML. Before getting into the core concepts of HTML, let me clarify you the basic terminologies that we will be using frequently in this session. First, what is meant by a website and what is meant by a web page? Web page is nothing but any file which is having an extension either .html or .html. Such file can be considered as a web page. Then what about a website? Collection of these web pages forms a website. Literally, a website can be classified into two types. One is static and another one is dynamic. What is meant by a static web page or a website? Any website that gives you only a read-only information, which means you can't respond to the particular web page or a site. Such kind of web pages come under the category of static web pages. Then dynamic web pages. Any web page that is having some interactivity with its user is known as dynamic web page. Here, interactivity means either there can be an client and server validation and form verification like this, or it can be an animation, some event handling mechanism is there, right? Such kind of websites can be a dynamic website. For example, Flipkart, Amazon are also dynamic web pages. As I told you before, when you are submitting a form, after submitting a form, you will get an appropriate message from the server. It can be either a successful message or an error message, whatever it may be. Page navigations, adding animations, and validating the user inputs. So interactivity can be in any of these forms. So let us have a look at structure of a HTML. Here we have made a simple animation with a pencil. This infographic, actually I had got this infographic from a Pinterest site. So here we are having top and bottom portion of a pencil, right? Let's consider this as starting and ending HTML tags, right? This tag, which is HTML, forms the start of a web page. Inside a HTML tag, we are having head tag. After that, we are having the body tag, right? Yes. So these tags form a structure of a web page. However, before all these tags, there is one important tag which is nothing but doctype HTML. Yes, this doctype HTML is not mandatory. However, if the developer is using this tag in his coding, this has to be a first tag in the structure. Yes, let's have a brief look at these tags. First, doctype HTML. As I told you before, doctype HTML is not mandatory tag. However, if you are using it in your coding, it intimates the server about the version of HTML we are using, which means currently we are using 5th version of HTML. So such kind of version information can be received by the server through this doctype HTML tag. Then HTML. So as you have seen in the animation, right, the top and bottom of the pencil marks the structure of a HTML web page, which is HTML and /HTML tag. Then what about the head tag? The head tag may literally contain elements for title of a web page, formatting options for a web page, and some validation inputs. These kind of information can be enclosed inside a head tag. As the name itself shows, body tag, the entire information that is viewed by a user in a web page is enclosed inside the body tag. Yes, I hope you are clear with the structure of web page. Before getting into the head and body tag, let us see the editors that can be used for developing a web page with HTML. As I told you before, HTML is an error-free language, which means you don't need to worry about a huge amount of errors in the screen when you are typing a code in HTML. So you can use any of the simple editors like Notepad or Notepad++ or Bluefish editors. One thing is to note is that you should name your file with the extension .htm or .html such that the browser recognizes it as a web file. Let's explore the head tag. What can be inside head tag? As I told you before, the head tag comprises of such tags which defines the title of a web page, provides some formatting options and some validation information, right? Let us list out these tags in brief and we can have a simple HTML program with these tags. Yes. The very first tag that comes inside a head tag is title tag, which provides the title for a web page. The second tag is style tag, which comprises of some formatting information. The third tag is meta tag. The information given inside a meta tag will not be visible in your web page, but this meta tag is mandatory whenever you are doing search engine optimization for your website, which means you have created a website and you want that website to be a very well-known website to all of its users, right? So to make your site well-known to the users, you will need to do SEO such that the search engine recognizes your site. For such purpose, we are using meta tag. Then base tag. So base tag is optional. So the purpose of base tag is, consider a scenario you are having your HTML file in a folder inside D colon, right? Say for example, inside D colon you are having a folder HTML, and inside that folder you are having your HTML file. So if you want to include an image which is in another folder, you need to provide a full path of that image every time you are using the particular image, right? So if you, instead of that, we can provide the absolute path of that image only once inside a base tag, then we can use the relative path of the image Hope you are cleared with the terms absolute and relative path. If you are not aware of the term absolute and relative path, I am giving a link in the description box. Kindly check it out. Then script tag. As I told you before, script tag comprises of some validation information. Then finally link tag. Link tag also provides some formatting options. The difference between style tag and link tag is that link tag provides some external file in your HTML coding which comprises of designing information. Yes, so I think this is a time to have a simple HTML program. So I am here using Notepad++ as the editor for HTML. You can use Notepad++ or any other editors that you wish to use. Yes, as we have seen in the pencil animation, the first tag inside the structure of HTML is doctype. I would like to use this tag. If you don't wish to use this tag, you can skip it. So let us get into the structure of a HTML, which is HTML and /HTML, which marks the beginning and end of a web page. Inside it, head tag. So what can come inside a head tag? The first element that comes inside the head tag is title, which provides the title of a web page. Here I am writing my first web page. Right. Some other tags that can come inside head tag is style tag, script tag, link tag, base tag. So we can explore these tags, that is, we can have the demonstration of these tags only after exploring the body tag, because as I have told you before that body tag comprises of all the information that is viewed by the user. So we need to add some content to our web page so that it can be formatted or validated. So after exploring some of the tags that can come inside the body tag, we can have a demonstration of style tag, script, link and base tag, right? Before that, note one thing here. Every HTML tag is having an end tag. For example, if you are using style tag, you should end the tag with /style. Except few tags, every tag is having its close tag. For example, the meta tag is not having its close tag as /meta. For those tags, if you want to close those tags also, you can have a simple backslash at the end of the tag, right? So here meta tag is used for the only purpose of search engine optimization. So the attribute that comes inside the meta tag is, one is content and another one is name. Here you can give any name to your meta tag and some kind of information, right? So we can have two kind of name to meta tag. One is keyword and another one is description. So the content that you are giving inside the meta description tag will appear when your web page is listed inside search engine. That is, this is our web page, homeofprogramming.com. When people add some query in search engine, our web page gets listed. Our web page gets listed and This information we are giving inside the meta tag. So whatever the content that is inside your meta tag will be visible in this place only. With this, we can conclude this session and we can explore body tag in our next video session. I hope you have enjoyed and liked this session and you are eagerly awaiting our next session of exploring the body tag. Once again, I am letting you to subscribe to our channel so that you can get instant updates about our channel. Thank you.